Welcome to my channel, or welcome back, blessed authors. It is Tahira here, also known as Ty. I'm a Christian author and teacher, and today I am doing a KDP update. And so they have made some changes to their royalty rates. And so as you can see on my screen, I am already on my KDP bookshelf. And this has been a recent change as of June 2025. I don't know when you'll be watching this video, but let's go ahead and get into the updates. And so on June 10th, they changed the royalty rate for prices that are less than $9.99 from 60% to 50%. And so what this means is that if your book is less than $9.99, you're only going to get 50% of the royalties versus it used to be a little bit higher. Okay, so let's go ahead and here so we can learn more. Even though I'm kind of going through this quickly, one thing that I would recommend is that you always take time, whether you're a first time publisher or you have books on the platform like me for several years, to always make sure that you're reading their FAQs and anything that they see, because you are liable if you're using their platform to understand. Okay, so it says right here that um, like I stated, only certain books are going to be affected, and they tell you that they decreased from 60 to 50%. Also, they give you, some examples. Now, I am in the United States, so mostly I use Amazon.com. And so they're telling you basically, the different prices based off of where you are located. All right. So now that we know that you can get more information, I'm going to actually go back to my bookshelf and get into some things that you can do to help your book sales. And so, one, anything that is under $9.99, most of my books are that, but I have a few that are under. I recommend that you adjust your pricing. So I'm going to go ahead to some of my lower journals that I usually try to keep fairly low. And I think this is the problem that Amazon's having, is more with the low content books. These are books that are just like blank writing journals. And a lot of times people push these out because they're so easy to do, and then they're not really making the profit. So that's why I think they have made that price. Most books, like if you're doing a book like my 6-step blueprint, most people are going to charge a really good price for those because of just the content, the information. So you don't really have to worry if your book is in that price range. So I think this really affects people who are doing low content and they're pushing out a lot of books. But let me go ahead and tell you how to just go ahead and update your pricing. And so you can go here to this little, it's like three dots, and you're going to see edit print book pricing. So if you have a book that is under $9.99, this is what you're going to do to make sure that you get the royalty rates that you would like. All right. So they have this little warning here. They have changed this to 50%. Now, I never used to get a lot of royalty on this anyway, but I'm just going to go ahead, change it to $9.99, and voila, now I'm at a 60% rate instead of 50%. So that means my royalty, if somebody purchased this, will be $3.19. So not too bad. I don't really worry about the other ones. If it sells in other countries, I'm grateful. But yes. And then also, now, this one doesn't qualify for expanded distribution, but if you did have a book that qualifies for expanded distribution, that would also apply your rates right there. All right, let's go back to, okay, first we're going to save this. So in order for you to get to the new price, you have to hit publish your paperback book. And let's go to, all right, so that one's done. Let's go to my other last one that is under $9.99, which is the writers. And as you can see, I published this in 2021. So I haven't really been like promoting this. These are just like blank journals that I was trying. But you know what? It doesn't hurt to update the price. So I'm going to go here to edit print book pricing. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. I'm going to update this to $9.99. And in my personal opinion, you should always be updating your prices as, maybe at least every once a year, every 6 months. Sometimes it's okay to adjust those prices. And also with inflation and now with the new tariffs, everything's going up a little bit. So I think it's okay to up your prices on your books. All right. So that is definitely a way that you can, if you have any books that are under $9.99, that you can get around that 10% decrease. And so, yeah, just adjust your pricing. Another thing I want to let you guys know that if you have um, Kindle, it does not affect Kindle. So, for instance, Kindle is still at, let me find my 6-step blueprint book. Kindle is still at 70% royalties, and all of the other, like, print, paperback, hardcover is at 60% as long as you're over that $9.99. Okay. So I would like to suggest that you always diversify your options when it comes to publishing on Amazon. Like if your book can be, in Kindle, paperback, hardcover, do all the options that you can. Um, Also, I want to let you guys know that if you are someone looking for tips on how to write a book, I do actually have my 6-step blueprint on sale. If you go to my website, at TahiraGift.com shop, you can actually get it, the PDF ebook download, for $7 as opposed to the Kindle. So if you want to save some money, as my thanks for watching this video, go ahead and get that book. This is for faith-based authors. It teaches you, also gives you some marketing tips. I also have my Impact to Income ebook that is also on sale. A great book to help you if you're trying to get to, sell at least 100 copies or make your first $1,000. Just some strategies and tips that I use to market my book. I definitely recommend those two. I'll also make sure that the links are in the video description. All right, you guys, that is my update for Amazon KDP. Also, I will be starting a new series on how to increase book sales using ChatGPT. And so, if you are interested in that, definitely stay tuned, subscribe, and until next time, live well, love well, and be well.